In today's video, I'm opening one of the craziest Yu-Gi-Oh collections I have ever bought. What's up, guys? We are back with another Yu-Gi-Oh collection opening, and this thing is purely vintage Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I know you guys love vintage Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and apparently these cards are in really nice shape. Now, I have all the boxes to the side. I have kind of scanned through a couple boxes, but that's it. So a lot of this will be first time reaction to seeing these cards. I've not looked at any conditions, but I've heard that they're in really good shape. So we've heard that before, oftentimes on this channel, like, oh, these are all mint, like they're PSA 10s. And then they're like, you know, mod play or whatever. So we don't know that for sure yet. We're going to find out together. I hope that it actually is in great shape. Before that, we have a giveaway. I'll be giving away these two chibi cards with Geometrio and Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon. Just like the video, be subscribed, turn on notifications, and let me know down below. What do you think about this collection? What's your favorite card? Now, some of these cards will be available on Ruxin34.com. Now, if they're gradable, I'm probably going to end up grading them myself. If they're not gradable, I'll probably have them available on my website. So keep an eye out on Ruxin34.com. There also could be potential that I sell some on Whatnot, so go check out my Whatnot link down below. You're going to get $15 free credit if you've never been on Whatnot. Click that link, go create an account. $15 free. If you're not from the United States, you're going to have to convert your credit over to USD before you can use it on my shop. Keep that in mind, because a lot of times people get Euro or something like that, then they try to buy it on my shop and it doesn't allow you because I'm using USD and your credit's in Euro or whatever. So you're gonna have to switch it over by contacting Whatnot support. Just FYI, that's for all you guys out there who are confused about when you get your credit. Okay, enough of that. Let's get to it. So as I said, there's a lot of cards. There actually are two booster boxes, and they are right here. It's Ancient Sanctuary, as you guys can kind of see through the tape. I'm gonna open this up real quick. All right, so here's box number one. It's first edition. It's not in the best shape. It's got a little ding, and you know, pretty beat up on this corner. But it's this. This is the UPC. I'm not exactly sure which secret rare this is, but it's one of the secret rares. So first edition Ancient Sanctuary box, pretty cool. You know, a few $100, maybe $600-750. I don't know how much it is exactly, but somewhere around there, we'll probably have that pop up on the screen. We will have that pop up on the screen. We better have it pop up on the screen. If we don't, then you better ridicule us in the comments, okay? And a second box of Ancient Sanctuary. Let's see if it's the other one. Nope, same code. Okay, so two boxes. This one's a little better shape. It's not as messed up on the corner. It looks actually pretty good overall. So two Ancient Sanctuary booster boxes. That is all the sealed product, but you know, it's first edition box. Pretty nice. Now we get into the white boxes. FYI, you're going to want to grab your popcorn because this is going to be a longer video. I have 7 of these boxes, so there's a lot to go through. We're not going to look at every condition during the video. I'll do that afterwards, but for the big stuff or some of the big stuff, we are definitely going to do that. Starting off, I think I picked the perfect one to start off because this looks like it's going to be a bunch of like rares and stuff because there are some commons and rares in here. And they did use Pokemon size sleeves, which I know people get really mad about because I use the penny sleeves that are Pokemon size. But like, wow, what are you doing? So LOD Unlimited. I didn't even know this was in here, but this is a full set of LOD Unlimited, maybe? Is that what we're looking at here? I don't know, because, well, there's a fiber jar. I'm going to pull out the hollows. These in order? Yeah, these seem like they're in order. I don't know. Should I pull out the hollows or not? Yeah, I'm going to check out all the hollows. Yep. It's kind of nice if they're in order, but wait, were these in order? Oh, wait. Oh, okay. I'm just going to keep going. Hinokage Sushi. I'm going to pull out the hollows for myself later to observe their condition. But also, if you do want full sets, there might be like full sets of commons and rares and stuff like that on the website. Second Coin Toss. Make sure you guys go check out that Wheeled Anime episode. That was a lot of fun. After Genocide, the original one. But this is unlimited, so not like too crazy. I don't know what happened here because maybe they got out of order somehow because here's 90. This is like the end, so I'm going to have to reorder some of these, but we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. That's Pharaonic. Wait, that's Pharaonic Guardian right there. Okay, that we moved into Pharaonic Guardian, so that's the end of LOD. Shape Snatch, a bow tie with horrible power. It attacks an opponent by controlling them. Watch out, it's scary. A living wonder of mystery. Ooh, very nice. Okay, Jowls of Dark Demise. Oh, okay, that's like a money card. I don't know about Unlimited, but okay, I'm gonna have Pharaonic Guardian in a separate pile. Wandering Mummy. Okay, so that's Unlimited Pharaonic Guardian. So some of this is unlimited. Some of it's, well, all that I saw before was not unlimited. So some's unlimited. And I'm guessing some is not. So here's more PGD. Guardian Sphinx. Pyramid Turtle. Dawn Zalug. I do love that guy. So interesting that the Pharaonic Guardian's unlimited. It's not really a huge deal because the Pharaonic Guardian first set isn't even that crazy. So it's better than something like really, really amazing. Unlimited. There's a Trap Dust Shoot. Really nice. This looks like it is going to be like full sets of all this stuff, which is pretty cool. Full unlimited Pharaonic Guardian. We got Hell Poemer. A Gravekeeper's Chief. And more PGD. There's a little Mystical Knight of Jekyll. Full set. Spirit Reaper. This is pretty cool. Reaper on the Nightmare is actually really expensive. Even Unlimited, I think. Dark Room of Nightmare. Oh, the original Gold Sark? The better Gold Sark, maybe? Some might say. I don't know. Necro Valley. The original one that's not... well, who knows? It might have been errated by the Unlimited, but the amount of erratas they did. I don't think they did them that early, though. Because Unlimited came out like the same year, I think. So that might be the actual original attack. Whoa, did they actually do that many Ultras in a row? Oh, people running about try to sneak by, huh? People running about trying not to be in his spot. That's messed up, dude. Okay. No, we're on MFC now. Wait, what? Now we're in MFC. Wait, is there a Dark Magician Girl in here? No, it would have been here, right? Oh, no Dark Magician Girl. And it's Unlimited, so it would have been crazy if it was First Ed. First Ed Dark Magician Girl would be huge. I've never had a PSA 10 of that, so one day maybe I will get one. It would be nice. Are there even hollows in here? Where are the foils? Huge... Wait, maybe... Oh, there's a foil. We got... Maybe he had started... and this was like one of the last sets he did. He didn't finish it. There's a... Okay, there's some foils. More MFC. We got the Great Burger. The Great Burglar. This is like... Man, this is crazy. Just so many old school cards, like full sets. You just don't see this very often anymore. I haven't checked any conditions yet, but we will get there when we get some first edition stuff. There's a super rare Dramatic Rescue. And let me know if you like just shuffling through some old school cards like this, you know, these collection purchases. And I will, you know, I'm probably going to keep buying collections, but if you want to see them specifically, let me know. DCR. So we're on to Dark Crisis already. They definitely were missing some in the MFC hollows there. Mirage Knight, Berserk Dragon, Yakugayer Panda. What a card. Thousand Needles. Shinato's Arc. Where's our Shinato? That's a super. Almost missed the Elma, the banned card. Still banned to this day. Thanks to Gearfree, the Iron Knight. Gearfree, the Iron Knight. Okay, Interdimensional Matter Transporter. Cost down. Where is it? Where's the Exodia Necros? Help us out here. And here we go. DCR. The Dark Crisis. The Crises of Dark. All right. That's cool. The Skull Archfiend of Lightning is awesome. Mudora, check out Wheeled Anime. You guys missed that one? The fairy episode? That was pretty fun. That was pretty fun. Dark Master Zork, yeah. Episode 30 of Wheeled Goat had a Zork appearance, and wow, was it an appearance after all. Oh yeah, I use this too. Use so many of these cards in Wheeled Anime. That's in Wheeled Goat and everything. That's what the fun part about that stuff. You just use some random cards sometimes. Oh, whoa, okay, whoa. All right, wait, that's Dark Crisis, but now we're into BPT now. Wait, okay, let me, I'm trying to make some room over here and just organize stuff, but that's a 2002 Dark Magician. Let me take a look at this thing real quick. These are pretty nice. Wow, that's pretty, man. Back's got some scuffing on it. You guys remember the 2002 10, so it's really hard not to get those. But honestly, it looks like 10 fresh. It probably was just a, you know, it's a 2002 10, so it's really hard to have those be nice. There's a Blue Eyes White Dragon. Very nice. Lord of D. That's a reverse secret. See if any of these are all normal. Red Eyes Black Dragon. Man, if some of these big ones were reverse, it'd be pretty nice, but it's just Lord of D, sadly. Red Eyes, B-Skull, Dark Magician. 2003 10s we've just crossed into once you get to BPT 007, and they're not limited anymore. That's the 2003s, as most of you guys probably know, but some of you guys might be new. Buster Blader, we have the Blue Eyes White Dragon, and so yes, they did do the same artwork for some reason on both 10s, but one's limited, one's not. The 2002 looks a million times better, sadly. 2003 is just kind of the redheaded stepchild of, you know, Blue Eyes, I guess. It's still pretty good. It's still better than a lot of other ones, but Jinzo. You're free. Dark Paladin. Oh, from the Duel Master's Guide. Really nice. A lot of these are popping out of their sleeve. I'm trying to pop them back in there. Exodia. So Master Collection 1 here for secrets. Thousand Eyes Restrict. Dark Necrofear. Dark Ruler Hades. Man, that's some really nice stuff. So that's... Okay, one box down. Guys, this is going to be a long collection, so just enjoy it. Okay, enjoy the time. Sit back, relax. There's a lot more where that came from. He really liked red sleeves as well. You know, I showed that, but now I don't know where I'm going to put it, so I'm just going to put it over here. All right, so first we have, looks like Metal Raiders Unlimited. There might be full, are there like full Unlimited sets too? I think there's some first eds in here somewhere, but so far it's been all Unlimited. There are definitely first eds because I've seen some, and they're pretty nice, but right now there's Mushroom Man number 2. Can't do it because I have 2 hands occupied right now, but you guys know what to do. 2 toward the camera. There is a twin-headed Thunder Dragon. A Garnecia. Oh, a Barrel Dragon. Check that out. Unlimited. Solemn Judgment. Magic Jammer. 7 Tools. Horn of Heaven. Those are all in a row, apparently. I never really pay attention to those, the set numbers. At least, not very often. Robin, Goblin, German Faction, Paralyzing Potion. Mirror Force. The Force of the Mirror. Heavy Storm. Amazing card. Axe of Despair. So we've hopped into Magic Ruler. So there is part of a Metal Raider set. Then we have Axe of Despair, Black Pendant, Spellbinding Circle, Metal Fish, Peacock, Rage Peacock. There you go. Shout out Rage Peacock. And we continue the Magic Roller. These are actually really, really organized, which is cool. Liquid Beast, Hero Shadow Scout, Invader of the Throne. Nice. Slot Machine. Relinquish that guy. MRL Unlimited original print. Look at that beautiful artwork. I love that dude. That dude is awesome. Gravekeeper Servant. What a fun card. Snatch Steal. Confiscation Delinquent Duo. I hate this card so much, but it is pretty valuable because it's so good in GOAT. Rush Recklessly Arkansas Razorbacks. Man, did you guys see how they lost in the College World Series? Only the Razorbacks, man. All right, Forceful Sentry. Mystical Space Typhoon. Giant Trunade. And Black Illusion Ritual. Nice. A few more that I grabbed. Let's keep going. Labyrinth Wall. Hey, whoa, where's the holo print? Little Battles of Legend. Let's go. Shout out Holo Labyrinth Wall. Hungry Burglar. Speaking of him, we got Hangry or Angry Burger coming. He's basically the Hangry Burger, though. Next stack, we got Toon Mermaid, Toon Summon Skull, Jig and Bakudan. We got some Pegasus cards. There's Toon World. Cyberjar, Banisher, Giant Rat, Senju, Karate Man, Nibblemamonga, Boer Soldier. We got all kinds of cool stuff. Mystic Tomato. Magic Ruler has some really cool stuff. Not Messenger of Peace. That is not cool at all, actually. So I take that part back. Oh, and I split it perfectly to PSV. I think they might have slightly different sleeves or something. So there's no Jinzo. Oh, there's no secret. I haven't had any secrets yet, really. Okay, Dust Tornado and Call the Haunted is nice. Where's our Unlimited Jinzo? That would have been sweet. Appropriate. Backup Soldier. Ceasefire. Maybe it's somewhere else. Magical Hats, I should say. Premature Burial. Okay, so Pharaoh Servant. And that's not all where that came from. We got, we got more Pharaoh Servant. So it seems like there's going to be... I mean, we should get to LOD in this box, I guess, because we stopped in the middle of LOD on that last one, maybe. Oh, don't skip Limited Removal. That's an insane card early on. Absolutely insane. Gravity Bind. Oh, Legendary Fisherman. Cool. Are we going to get a Imperial Order and Imperial Order? They haven't had... There's been no secrets, which is kind of strange. It's almost like this guy didn't know about the secrets or something because they were 0 and they were the last one, so he thought he had every card or something. Is that possible? There's a Mega Cyber, Gear Free. Are we going to see any secrets in this? We're going to keep an eye out. Beast of Tawar and Masked Beast. Which one do you prefer? Are you Beast of Tawar guy or Masked Beast guy? Let me know in the comments because those are both pretty sweet. Humanoid Worm Drake. Wait. Humanoid Worm. Wait, are we in LOD? We are. Our LON. Yeah, LON. Sorry, I forgot about LON. And guess what? No Gemini Elf. Interesting. This is very interesting. And speaking of slime, we have Revival Jam. Flying Fish. Nuvia the Wicked. Chosen One. You are the Chosen One. Basket of Spell. Mask of Restrict. Apparently, this is a good card in Edison. I've done one stream getting ready for the Arbet in Indy, which, oh yeah, there's going to be an Ultimate Time Wizard too, randomly. I don't know why. Yeah, so apparently that card's good because Stupid Frogs, my least favorite deck ever. So if you're a Frog player, yeah, I don't like you. I don't like you at all. Okay, I still like you, but I don't like your deck. Okay, Torrential Tribute. Card of Safe Return. Fire Princess. And Jar of Greed. All right, so we got some LON. And no secrets again. Okay, United we stand, divided we fall. Mage power, please. What else can we get? Boneheimer! This monster wanders the seas, sucking dry any creatures it may encounter. And Kaiku. He sucks dry the graveyard. All right, Dark Necrofear. Is that a... Dark Necrofear is like almost faded. There's something weird going on with that. Okay. Aqua Spirit. I didn't know there were so many unlimbs in this. The Last Warrior, cool, and Royal Command. Okay, last part of box 2. Yeah, this is going to be a long video, guys. Skull Lair, that was a Roku Field, Blind Destruction, Destiny Board. Final. It's the final. No! You were my brother, Anakin, not the L. Okay, Defusion. Full Fusion, Gate. Dark Ruler Hades. Dark Balter the Terrible, Lesser Fiend. A Opticlops, Spark of Dark Ruler, Fatal Abacus, a Free the Brave Wanderer. Oh, wait. Maximus General. Wait, that's a different guy. Brave Wanderer is IOC. Marauder Captain, Rai Senshi. I'm so used to saying that. Exiled Force and Reinforcement of the Army. So there's our other half of LOD, I guess. I should say quarter, I guess, because we still have a few more we got to run through right here. So here's the rest of LOD. Hey, chill out. Chill out, cards over here. Calm down. Oh, I was doing LOD and not with... I was doing LOD with LON. What a huge mistake. What have I done? I have failed. There's LON. Okay, so that's that step. LOD and LON, they kind of run together sometimes. Tyrant Dragon, Spear Dragon. They do so many dragons, which is pretty cool. Bean Skull Dragon. Anything else? Luster Dragon. Not number 2, though it does become number 2 at some point. That's the end of box number 2. We have 5 more. And it only gets better from here, so get excited. Okay, time for box number 3. Let's see what it is. So we have more... Oh, this is first edition LOD. Okay, so we're onto the first eds. I don't know what order we're going in, so I'm just gonna... I'm trying to keep it somewhat in order, but I also don't know what are in these. There's Air Knight. So we're looking at some... Let's see if we can find any centered LOD stuff. That actually isn't horrible centering on this fiber jar. He didn't use red sleeves on these. I wonder if that's why, because it's first ed. That's pretty bad on the Air Knight. Twin-Head Behemoth, pretty off-centered. Pretty normal, though, to be off-centered. It's not like horrible or anything. You're just not going to grade them like PSA 10 or something like that. Hinokage Tsuchi's actually pretty centered. Nice looking card. Jura Priest, Fushino Tori, Super Robo Lady, Heart of Clearwater, Creature Swap. I was going to say Grenade because I saw Smoke Grenade of the Thief after Genocide. So this is the first ed set. Royal Oppression, pretty nice rare. Bottomless Trap Hole, such an amazing card in Edison. Drop off. Last turn. Okay, so you do have secrets. Maybe we only did it for the first eds or something. Okay, so first secret rare, it's the Injection Fairy Lily. And that is LOD. But, okay, that's the last one. So, yeah, okay. So there's Ring of Destruction. That's pretty awesome. Pharaonic Guardian. Or jumping into Pharaonic Guardian. Soul Eater, Living Wonder Mystery. Tiger Wangu. Okay, so this box might get kind of crazy. This might be where we start getting crazy here. Injection Fairy Lily. Let's take a look at the IFL. Let's see what the condition looks like. Looks pretty clean. I mean, these look like really nice cards. Really clean cards from what I can tell, which is pretty awesome for the collection. Moisture Creature. Sasuke Samurai. Sasuke. Dawn. Not Don Zalug. Great Dazard. Wait, we're going to get Don Zalug, though. I'm just looking forward to him. Guardian Sphinx. Pretty amazing if you can ever set up his weirdness. Don Zalug. One of my favorite cards ever. Definitely my favorite in Pharaonic Guardian. Fushio Richie. Life, such an amazing card for zombies and goat format and stuff like that. Mirage and Nightmare. This is one heck of a collection. I'm 25 minutes into recording. I'm sure it's shorter because there were pauses of me like trying to sort stuff and stuff like that. But still, this is going to be quite the collection video. I decided not to sometimes I'll do oh, I'll check out most of this later. I really just wanted to look at all of it on camera. So there's a Hell Polymer. So I figured you guys would enjoy looking at it. At least some of you guys. Gravekeeper stuff. Cool. The Gravekeeper's Chief. I don't know why he's a holo, but he is. He is. Not anyone's favorite holo, I don't think. Mystical Knight of Jackal. If that's your favorite holo, Gravekeeper's Chief, let me know. And no trolling. You have to be telling the truth 100% in the comments because that's how YouTube comments work. If you lie in the YouTube comments, you get deleted. And by deleted, I mean from the face of the earth. Like your whole existence goes away. That's just how YouTube comments work. Necro Valley. So don't lie. Don't lie. And it's not me. I'm not in control of it. That's just the universe telling you not to lie. Trap a Border Racer and D-Tribe. There weren't many foils in that section right there. But there is one coming up. The Bizer Shock. Remember when I got Bizer Shocked by Dual Logs? That was rough. Question, Rope of Life, Nightmare, and Lava Golem. That's like 5 holos in a... He did the secrets. He did the secrets for MFC. Oh, we got to look at this one. Centering looks a little off on this, so I don't think this is a PSA 10 or anything, even if it's in really nice shape, but oh boy, that is a nice card. Really great shape on that Dark Magician girl. Wow. Beautiful, beautiful card. MFC first edition. I haven't had one of those in a long time. I have not had one in a long time. I want a PSA 10 at some point. There's Y and Z. That's pretty sweet. I did not even realize that there was MFC in this collection. I haven't actually bought it yet, so I'm about to have to go through everything. But yeah, this guy sent it to me and was like, "Hey, Actually, I don't even know the guy who sent it to me. There was a guy that sent it to me. He found the collection from another guy, and then that other guy sent it to me. So it's a very interesting situation, but I will be pricing out everything and stuff like that. So it's going to be a long process doing that. But it's such a nice collection. I was like, heck yeah, I'm in, dude. I'm in. I'll check it out. Luster Dragon. Amazon Swordswoman. Pretty nice card. I had a PSA 10 of that a couple times. A couple Skilled Darks, Chaos Command, Breaker. I wonder if it goes to IOC. That'd be pretty cool to get like Chaos Emperor Dragon and stuff like that. Because we could have a pretty crazy PSA return if we like grade a bunch of these cards, you know, even if they're not like all 10s or anything, which I don't think most of them will be. Even the thing about old school cards is even when they're out of the pack, you know, they don't even get 10s most of the time. So, you know, just sitting and get a bunch of 9s and a couple 10s would be pretty cool. I just skipped something, didn't I? House Archers, yep. But either way, could be cool. Dark Paladin, I didn't think about that. Dark Paladin way off-centered, so unfortunately no PSA 10 Paladin, but still pretty cool. Diffusion Wave Motion, is this centered? No, it never is. It never centered. And look, Dark Crisis, there is... How did I skip this? Skip Tribe Infecting Virus, one of the best cards. So yeah, I'm going to have these full like common and rare sets available on Ruxin34.com, and it looks like they're packed fresh, so they're going to be in pretty good shape. So if you want like full sets of the commons and rares, that's all going to be one bundle, etc. So keep an eye out for that. There's Vampire Lord, also off-centered. Centering back then was just so bad on everything. Guardian Seal, Guardian Groil in attack mode. Gravity Axe. All right, Reflect Bounder. Different dimensions. There's Shinado, one of my favorite cards. Not one of the most popular cards, but I do love it. Just the nostalgia from back in the day. 3,300 attack. I was like, whoa, it's so powerful. Mirage Knight, Berserk Dragon, Exodia Necros. What an amazing and awesome ultra rare card. Gakugai Panda, Fear from the Dark, DD Warrior Lady, Butterfly Dagger Elma. Okay, cool stuff. I don't know if we're going to get to IOC. Oh, I hope we get to IOC. That'd be really cool. Because IOC is such an insane set. There's so many good cards. And it'd be nice if it was a DMOC that I could grade because I don't have a DMOC yet. So that'd be really awesome. Cost down. Wait, am I mixing these? No, I'm not. Okay. DD Trainer. Pandemonium Watch Bear. Let me know your favorite set of all these sets we go through. What is your favorite set? Just like including all the cards, commons, rares, everything. For me, obviously, it's Metal Raiders, but I think there are a lot of good options. And looking at all the cards, you might have an epiphany. Oh, I actually really like that set more than I remember. Mudora, all the fairies. We have seen this set earlier, so you're getting a little double dose of Dark Crisis, which is cool. Nothing wrong with a little Dark Crisis overdose. Cestus of Dagla. Battle Scar. These battle scars. All right, we have a Spell Vanishing, Blast Held by Tribute, Judgment of Anubis. Okay, more 2002 promos. So more of these. We had one of these earlier. That's pretty cool. Dark Magician, Summon Skull, Blue Eyes, Lord of D, Red Eyes, Beast Skull, and then it's another set of 2003 promos. All right, another Dark Paladin, another Master Collection 1 set. This is exactly what we saw earlier. That's pretty cool. Wish these weren't falling out of the sleeve. I need to get through these so they're not going to just fall out of their sleeves and get damaged or something. It'd be horrible. That sounded sarcastic, but it would be horrible. I don't know why I said it like that. All right, I found out he actually had them marked sort of on the side, so I think this is going to be Unlimiteds. Here's SDY Unlimited. There's the Dark Magician in there. Cool. So Unlimited SDY deck, basically. I think I ran through this one, so I think that we're going to have a bunch of decks in here. So we're not going to take too much time, but I am going to show you guys the cards as we go. There's all the promos, or all the holos, I should say, from that Yugi deck. Somehow these are like separated. The sleeves must all be different. I don't know. Blue Eyes White Dragon. So this isn't first ed. It would be really cool if it was first ed. It's still cool as an Unlimited, though, because it has that old school look to it. The Blue Eyes White Dragon. Battle Ox. Destroy Joey. Or was that Rabbit Horseman? Which one destroyed Joey when he tried to duel him when he showed up? Was it Duelist Kingdom? I guess it was Duelist Kingdom when he showed up. He just got destroyed. There's Pale Beast Ruxin 34. That's in Metal Raiders and in the deck. It's pretty crazy. Lord of D and Mood of Summoning Dragon. Two more cards in SDK. And then we get to Joey Wheeler. He's got that Red Eyes Black Dragon. The Bee Dragon, you should say. Then we have Masaki, the legendary swordsman. Karate Man. Time Wizard. Time Roulette. All right. Got a little, Penguin Soldier. Where's the other one? Where's the other foil? Later? Scapegoat. There it is. Okay, they're kind of spread out differently depending on which one it is, interestingly enough. And there it is. Pegasus. The final of the 4 decks, Relinquish, one of my favorite cards ever. Very nostalgic seeing the Pegasus deck on the shelves. I don't know if you guys have that same memory, but it was insane. I remember seeing it and being like, dude, how do you stop Relinquish? He's unbeatable. He's too awesome. Even though he's only in the show for like 2 seconds. He gets tributed for the Thousand Eyes pretty quickly, but I remember not even realizing they were different. I thought they were the same. Oh, whoa, okay. We got a little LOB coming up. All right, so that's cool. So here are the decks. Let's see. That is a pretty sweet Blue Eyes White Dragon. It's unlimited, but that is a beautiful looking card. The old school looking ones look amazing. This is original unlimited. There's so many unlimited prints now. This is definitely an original, so that's really cool having that Blue Eyes in there. And then we got some other LOB cards. So LOB Unlimited. So here we're getting into the other Unlimiteds that we missed. Dark Magician. I guess we can try to see if any are wavy or something like that, but it's very unlikely with the Unlimiteds. There are potential there are wavy or glossy, but from what I'm seeing, look pretty normal so far. Okay, keep it going. What else we got? Let's get some more foils out of Legend of Blue Eyes. Here's the rest of the Unlimited, by the way. This is the end. I think we probably go to wherever the other one stopped. I can't remember. Dark Hole, Raigeki. Pretty cool. Awesome stuff. Trap Hole. Wait. Might be wait. Huh. What do you guys think? You guys think this Trap Hole's wavy? It can be so hard to tell on some of these, but it has the look, like the darkness of it, but then it's not... the surface doesn't really look that wavy. I don't know. That's an interesting one, but it looks cool. Definitely looks different. There's Poly. It's the problem with LOB prints. There's so many different ones. There's Curse of Dragon. That might have a slight foil shift. Like a very slight. That happens a lot with the Unlimiteds. Red Eyes Black Dragon. I love how it's lowercase eyes. They changed that later and made it uppercase. And also look at the centering on this card. Look at that corner. There's nothing over here. That's wild. Okay, Reaper the cards. Keep it going. See what else we have in Legend of Blue Eyes before we get to the last of the boxes, the first ads. And there's a miscellaneous box I think is going to be pretty crazy as well. I think I might have gone backwards or something. Where's the beginning of LOB? I might have... Oh, here it is. Okay, Swords of Revealing Light. Also cool. Finishing out LOB, we should get the Exodia pieces at the end. Man-Eater Bug, which is always exciting. Exodia is got to be one of the coolest things to ever happen in Yu-Gi-Oh! Succubus Knight. It's probably one of the reasons it was so popular. Okay, that one... Okay, that one looks wavy. That Monster Reborn's an unlimited wavy, I think. That's pretty cool. Yep, that's nice. That's a nice Monster Reborn right there. Pretty cool. So many different prints of LOB back in the day. Right leg, right arm, left arm, Exodia. Those all look like regular Unlims. That's a Gold Letter Gaia, by the way. Gold Letter Gaia, not reverse, so it's not overly expensive. They are pretty common, but still really cool. And now we're on to my favorite set, Metal Raiders. Let me stack up these. I'm gonna stack up these promos together because they can go together. All right, Summon Skull, very awesome. One of my favorite cards ever. Larva Moth. Where's the Petite Moth? Better have a Pequeño Moth in here, or this is an absolute failure. Beast Skull Dragon. This whole collection is irrelevant without... Oh, the small but deadly creature is better off avoided. You better avoid him, or else he will become a QCR and be in your pack. Now, Metal Raiders, the rest of this box. So this is box number 4 or 5. I think it's 4. Tail Beast Ruxin 34 yet again. 2 mentions today. Tribute to the Doomed. Awesome. Cheerful Coffin. Change of Heart. Baby Dragon. Time Wizard. Time Roulette. Sagi the Dark Line. Great Moth. Grande Moth. Rebo. Catapult Turtle. We already did some Metal Raiders earlier, right? That was in the other Unlimited. The Solemn Judgment and stuff like that. Yeah, okay, so that's the rest of that we missed. Okay, that's the end of the Unlimited, I think. So the rest is insane. Okay, now it's time for some more first edition. We are back to Metal Raiders. So we're kind of, I think we're at the beginning. No, we're at the end of Metal Raiders. No, I take it back, everything I just said. So we should get 1,000 dragons soon, maybe? Mushroom Man number dose. No, there's a lot of cards. Not soon. There's a lot of cards in Metal Raiders. Twin-Head Thunder Dragon. Arnesia Elephants. Barrel Dragon, check that thing out. That's insane. Solemn Judgment, Magic Jammer, 7 Tools, Horn of Heaven. I mean, absolutely crazy cards. Mirror Forest, check that out. No faded, really. I mean, maybe slightly faded there, but nothing like crazy faded or anything, because that would be pretty insane. And there's still more to go, because Metal Raiders is a massive set. Okay, that's kind of faded, the Heavy Storm, like very slightly. Thousand Dragons Secret Rare, that's also amazing. Blue Eyes Toon, we are into Magic Ruler. Blue Eyes Toon Dragon, insane card. Axe of Despair, Black Pendant, Malevolent Nuzla, the Spellbinding Circle. Amoeba, Peacock, and Rage Peacock reference twice. Mahavilo, we have Ancient One. Liquid Beast, High-Tai Gyojin, Invader of the Throne, a Relinquished First Edition. Upstart Goblin, Snatch Steel. Confiscation, Delinquent Duo, two awesome cards. I hate Delinquent Duo, but it is a very nice card. And Mystical Space Typhoon. A few more cards I grabbed. We have the Giant Trunade, Painful Choice, Black Loser Ritual. Got to summon that Relinquish somehow. We have 2 copies of each now, so we can really play a Relinquish deck. You missed the Then We Duel with Simo. If you like Relinquish, go check that out. Continuing through Magic Ruler, what else can we get? Hungry Burglar. We have Toon Mermaid, Toon Summon Skull, Toon World. So much tunage. Banisher. Karate Man, Giant Germ, Shining Angel, Flying Gamikiri. We got all the floaters. I love the floaters. They're awesome. Got a little Messenger of Peace, little Serpent Knight Dragon, a Jinzo First Edition. Yes, indeed. That is a secret rare first ed Jinzo. That's insane. Love that card. Parasite, Chain Destruction, Grave Robber, Dust Tornado, Call of the Haunted. Man, Pharaoh Servant has so many bangers too. Mirror Wall, not Mirror Forest. One of my favorite cards. It's so pretty, so shiny. Mystic Probe and Appropriate, little Appropriate. Backup Soldier, Ceasefire, Direct Play, Magical Hats, Nobleman of Crossout, such an amazing card. Man, that's played in Edison. Premature Burial. Yeah, because I think people were thinking about playing Nobleman. Like, it's crazy. Okay, Buster Blader, first edition, also an insane card. I gotta check out some of the conditions on these. But this video is already so long. Like, I don't want to spend, like, 2 hours on these, but they are pretty awesome. Limiter Removal. Dimension Hole, Legendary Fisherman, Spikebot, Dark Sleep, 1000 Ice Restrict. There you go. For our 2 Relinquish that we have, we can use that. We can do the old school way of polymerization, fusion summoning it. I don't know if we're gonna do that. That's pretty annoying. It's not easy. You got to have a lot of pieces for that one. Goblin Attack Force, probably just use Metamorphosis from Pharaonic Guardian. Fiend Mega Cyber. Gear Free. Whoa, Insect Barrier. That's the hollow pile. Trying to jump in there, man. Calm down over there. Visa Talwar, Imperial Order. Gemini Elf. Doesn't look like this will be our PSA 10 to finally hit either, but hey, I do love Gemini Elf. Maybe someday I'll get a PSA 10 Gemini Elf. We have Mass Beast. Humanoid Worm. Revival Jam. How these cards looking. Nuvia the Wicked. Mask of the Spell. Man, some of these are way off center. That's a pretty centered Mask of Restrict. That's not bad. Mask of the Accursed. Lightning Blade, Tornado Wall, Fairy Box. Such a fun card. Torrential Tribute, beautiful card. A little bit off-center. Damn Defender. Then a little card of Safe Return. I need to make more space for this stack. Lady Panther. Fire Princess. Empress Mantis. Jar of Greed, the Greed of the Jar. United We Stand and Mage Power. Awesome. Throws close to Fled Dreams. Boneheimer, watch out, he'll suck you dry. And Falcon the Spiritualist. We got a few more cards. We got a couple of huge boxes left to end this thing. We got a random one, then we got a huge one. Bazoo and Dark Necrofear. Awesome. What else do we have? Zombira. Oh, I love Last Warrior. Such an amazing ultra rare card. Dark Spirit, Royal Command, Roku Field. Destiny Board, Final. No, not the L, please. No, don't do this to us. Diffusion, please. The pain is too much. I cannot handle it. Oh, there's the Magic Cylinder, Secret Rare, first ed. I love that card. It's got a little, M's got a little ink dot in it. Okay, and a couple things left. We got Yatagarasu, of course, which is not centered because it's LOD. Dark Ruler Hades, Dark Balter, Skull Knight number 2. The LOD, Freed the Matchless General, not the Brave Wanderer, Marauding Captain Rice, Sinchi, Exiled Force, crazy card. Forces, Rhoda. Then, of course, we have Tyrant Dragon, such a crazy, awesome card. Spirit Dragon, it's just literally all dragons. Dragons, warriors, Feed Skull Dragon. They basically did like 3 sort of archetypes back then. They weren't archetypes, they were just based around the actual type. They were just types, 3 types in this set. And Luster Dragon. I have a hiccup burp thing that's happening right now. And it really hurts. 2 more boxes, guys. 2 more boxes, and this is the random box, and then we have probably what you know is coming, the big first edition box. We have Duelist League 1, I think, maybe? Is that what these are? Dark Necrofear, Duelist League 2, 3, 4. I'm assuming that's what all these are, these promos. Is there a 5? That's 5, okay. Then you have the Jump Blue Eyes White Dragon, the Jump Red Eyes Black Dragon, Archfiend of Gilfer, Cyber Harpy Lady. Gotta check out our boy Millennium Shield. Is this thing minty from McDonald's pack? Pretty nice. That's pretty nice. I have 1 PSA 10. I would take multiples. That'd be nice. Cosmo Queen, Frog the Jam, Tacraminos, Stuffed Animal Megasonic Eye, the full McDonald's pack set. That's pretty insane. Then we have some TP1. So I think this is just the rares and commons for TP1. I don't think that we have like Mech Chase or anything, which would be pretty cool. I think but TP2 rares are actually huge. So like this Mick is pretty expensive. The Skull Guardian is pretty expensive. Like a lot of these are pretty money. So there are some big cards in there, even if they don't have the hollows. And White Hole, okay. Let's see, because some of the grading on those TP2 rares is insane too. Like if you happen to get a 10, which is very, very difficult on TP2. Why is this happening here? And sometimes these kind of sleeves don't really scroll very well, you know. Same thing here. Doesn't want to go that way. Dark Elf, it's like running into each other. Wait, maybe there's another one back there. What is happening? These are not doing so well. These TP4 rares. Let's grind through it very carefully without damaging it. Okay, Rush recklessly. Man, these are really stuck together. Karate Man, Mystic Tomato. A lot of this stuff on the TP4s and stuff is all reprints of already printed TP stuff anyway. Really not that crazy stuff, but I do want to show you guys what's in here. Looks like full sets of all the TP commons and rares. And they actually like color coded these sleeves, so there's like different sets of stuff. Except these TPs are in green for some reason. So the other TP stuff was in white, but that's TP6, and then it kind of stops. So maybe stop the TP6. Then we get into some promos. This is really cool because I love to look at all these promos. Ciaryu, we got DDS, not the. If it had the big 3 DDS, it'd be really crazy, but it's the second DDS. We have Eternal Duelist Soul promos with dice. Forbidden Memories is big. I mean, the Red Eyes Black Dragon, Red Eyes Black Metal Dragon, sorry, the Harpy's Pet Dragon Metamorph. Then you have Duels of the Roses, the full Magnet Warrior set. And then, of course, there's another Magnet Warrior in Stairway to Dust and Duel. He's with Sinister Serpent and Harpy's Feather Duster, which is pretty... That's 3 really good promos right there, because that's a GOAT, really powerful card, and just Magnet Warriors are iconic. Perfectly Ultimate Grey Moth, obviously the Perfectly Ultimate Grande Moth, Ryoki. This is the Sacred Cards, those 3 cards. Falsebound Kingdom, we have Zoa, Metal Zoa, Goblin Fan. Then you have Power of Chaos Yugi, Windstorm of Edequa, Fragrance, Thousand Knives. A little Fairy King Shrewsdale from World Championship 4, I believe. And then this is one of the coolest things. I actually saw this. It's a holographic test print. So this is for like super rares and ultra rares and stuff. You look at it, we have pulled a test print on the channel, but never a holographic one. So it has the normal back, but it has the holo on the front. It's really awesome. I'm probably going to keep this. That's something I want to add to the collection, maybe an error binder. Kinetic Soldier for that's a World Championship 4. So this got in the wrong spot because that's supposed to be the World Championship 4 there. Dawn of Destiny, I believe. The Winged Dragon of Ra, Dark Sage, and Widespread Ruin. I think I have this game, actually. Think about it. Power of Chaos, Kaiba. Blue Eyes, Aqua Chorus, Seal. Power of Chaos, Joey. Red Eyes Black Dragon, Sebek's Blessing, Sword of Dragon Soul. The Rod. What is this one? Chef of Destruction. Yeah, Chef of Destruction. How could I forget? Dark Magician Knight. Knight's Title and Sage's Stone. And then a Slifer from YMA. What is YMA? Can't even remember what this is. YMA. But hey. Really cool Slifer. Then we get into some OCG cards, which is pretty cool. I don't know much about these OCG cards. The U.02. I'm gonna have to look some of this stuff up, but pretty cool. A bunch of OCG cards. I don't know a ton about these, but dude, what would that stand for? I don't know, but these are really awesome. And this might be the deck. Is this the deck that I opened? Empire, maybe not. I don't know. I'm gonna have to look into these a little bit more. But there are a decent amount of these OCG cards in here. There is a non-holo Blue Eyes, KA-04. There's 2 of them. This one has a Blue Eyes name. I feel like I've seen these. I've definitely seen these somewhere. That was the English version. Oh, there's a Hollow Battle Ox. That's awesome. Cyberstein. Yeah, definitely gonna have to look into these OCG cards a little bit more. They're not my specialty like TCG, but they're pretty awesome. KA. Huh. Cool. Cool stuff. There are some hollows in here. There's a Luminous Soldier randomly. Okay. JY. A lot of Joey. KA is Kaiba, JY is Joey. I mean, it's got to be, but I don't know exactly what those mean in this case. And then there are some more to end this off. And then we have our final box, which is all first edition stuff, I believe. So pretty insane stuff coming up, and pretty insane stuff you've already seen. So these feels like decks because there's like multiple copies of certain stuff. That's Pegasus. Yeah, so these must be like starter deck Pegasus and starter deck Joe, like the OCG versions or something like that. Because that's what it feels like. Oh, there's the original Senju. Creepy artwork. Unless that's Manju. One of the two. I think it's Senju, but either way, they're both scary. Raigeki was a common. Monster Reborn was a common. Man, OCG has always had rarities that were much cheaper than ours, I guess. They had the common Raigeki right off the bat, assuming this was a deck. Oh, and I forgot about some of the promos. Almost missed this. The Aims of Infinity from DBT Destiny Board Travelers. Each time this card destroys an opponent's monster, sends it to the graveyard, result of battle, increase the attack by 700. It keeps getting bigger. DD Assailants, all Destiny Board Travelers. Then you have CMC, Abyss Soldier, CMC. Probably something about Chaos. That one's not coming to me. Let me know what CMC is. Inferno Hammer and Teva. I think these are a little bit later games. World Championship 5, 2005, I think. Silent Swordsman, Kaiba Man, Mind Control. Mind Control is actually a really good one for Edison and stuff. Blue Eye Shining Dragon from the movie, Wadapon, that's all 4 cards in there. We got the exclusive pack, Thenan, Andro, Sphinx. We got Rare Metal from exclusive pack, so that's the full set. Exclusive pack is always the same cards, which is kind of weird. It's like a structure deck in a pack. Okay, hopefully you've enjoyed your popcorn. It's been a long video, but the final box is all going to be worth it. We're starting off with Starter Deck Yugi. So this is in here in first edition. Starter Deck Dark Magician. That's insane. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. Okay, so full Yugi set, it looks like. Hopefully Kaiba's in here because that Blue Eyes is so iconic. We have the reinforcements, not of the army. I was going to say of the army, not of the army. There is Change of Heart. So we're going to get a couple of other foils, Soul Exchange and Card Destruction. Both nice cards, but nothing compared to the Dark Magician itself. Okay, there is a Blue Eyes in here. All right, so there's Yugi. There's Blue Eyes White Dragon. It's got a splotch on it. Is that on the card? It's got a splotch on the card. That is unfortunate. So it's not going to be like a PSA 10 or anything crazy, but there is a splotch on the foil, but still a really awesome card. Starter deck, Blue Eyes White Dragon. Awesome looking glossy card. Hitatsumi Giant in attack mode. Judge Man. The Judge Man. Master and Expert. Such an interesting card. Master and Expert. They're both masters. Well, they're both really good at what they do, I guess. Master and Expert. Red Eyes. Wait, that was the end of... It must be out of order somehow. Oh, I didn't finish it. I was like, I didn't... that's not all of it. That was only like 14 cards or something. Pale Beast, Ruxin 34. The 3rd time we've seen him today. No, 4th time probably if we saw 2 Metal Raiders. Lord of D and Flute of Summoning Dragon. There we go. So now we can actually go to Joey. I'm confused. How did this happen? Red Eyes Black Dragon. Very nice. By the time this came out, this is the 3rd time in this print, I think, because they had 2002 tins and LOB. They kept using the same artwork for some reason. Time Wizard. Sangan. Penguin Soldier. What else we got? One more holo. Where's that scapegoat at? There it is. And then we get to Pegasus. I'm guessing Pegasus is in here because everything else has been in here. Relinquished. There it is. So there's the full... All 3 of the first edition starter decks. Pretty awesome. Relinquished is in there. And then we're going to get our other 2, which were Griffin's Feather Duster and what? What's the other one again? Graceful Charity. It's actually a good one. So I shouldn't forget Graceful Charity. Armindish. Rush Reckless. Charity. Such an insane card. Oh, Griffin's Feather Duster. And, whoa, what is that? Is that first edition LOB? I think it might be. Indeed. That's a Trihorn Dragon, first edition Legend of Blue Eyes. Whoa, what else might we have? There is no Blue Eyes in here. Spoiler alert, sadly. There's a Flame Swordsman. Guy the Fierce Knight in here. Yeah, I did notice this one originally when I was doing it. This is a fake. So I need to highlight this a little bit. But as we know, I did a video about this recently. First edition, text is wrong. LOB text is wrong. And then you look at the back, and that's the big giveaway. Check out that back. Yeah, that thing's a lot more red, right? And then text it compared to the other text here. Notice how that text is really bold for no reason, and that one is not. There's nothing fine about it. It's very bold. Then there's the LOB. That one's like crazy big. It doesn't fit the same text. And then you can look at that text as well in the text box. It's all messed up. So that is unfortunately a fake Gaia. I think that guy didn't know the original owner. So I think this is the only one I saw originally. So hopefully that's the only fake, but I will pull that out as a fake. Trihorn, Flame Swordsman. You got a Celtic Guardian. Pretty cool. Silver Fang. No Blue Eyes, no Dark Magician. So they are missing some of the big ones in terms of first ed. But even without those, there's still a lot of really sweet cards in here. Flame Ghost, Root Water, Reantipatura, Dragon Capture Jar, Dark Hole. Sweet card. Cool. Raigeki. Some of these will probably be wavy. I don't know. Polymerization with a giant foil line. Some people like that foil line to collect. That's literally right down the middle. That's wild. Mystical Elf. Glossy. A lot of these have looked glossy silver. Curse of Dragon. Curse of Dragon is one I always see that's faked for some reason. That one looked real. Witty Phantom. Now we're getting down toward the end of this collection. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. It's going to take me a long time to get through this. So eventually you will see this video. Hopefully by the time I've gotten through it. Final Flame. Swords of Revealing Light. That could be a wavy one. Darker. Spike Seadra, but as you know, we've been here a long time. That's definitely a wavy mini dog. Really cool. Hane. I just like wavy. I think it looks nice. Monster Reborn. Some people like glossy better, but I'm a wavy guy. Pot of Greed. Right leg of the Forbidden One. Left leg of the Forbidden One. Right arm. It looks like a wavy right arm. Left arm and Exodia. I think it might be a wavy Exodia head as well. And then, oh, whoa, we getting into Metal Raiders? Yeah, we got to finish out Metal Raiders. We only saw part of it earlier. We are getting into Metal Raiders, and there is Gate Guardian. His text is kind of dark. It almost looks like double stamped, which does happen with the Metal Raider sometimes. That looks like that. Could be part of the fading process as well. That happened. Okay. Summon Skull first edition. Slight fade to that. It's pretty cool. Killer Needle, Larva Moth, Harpies, Lady Sisters, Mask of Darkness, Beast Skull Dragon. Oh, yeah. We're getting into the good stuff. Oh, yeah, we're getting into the good stuff. The Petite Moth, saying of the Thunder, Kazugen, Suijin, Aki Beam, Magician of Faith. Okay. And you know how this is going to end. A little more Metal Raiders. Last stack of the video. If you guys have enjoyed this, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Let me know down below what your favorite part of the collection was. And check out Ruxin34.com to support the channel. Some of this stuff might be on there. Probably some of the full sets. Maybe some of the singles. We'll see. Keep an eye out over there. And don't forget to subscribe. 300K is right around the corner. There, oh, there's our fourth Pale Beast. I was like, I thought we should have seen 4, but I didn't remember 4. Tribute. Change of Heart. I got the hiccups. First edition. Time Wizard, first edition as well. That's awesome. Soggy the Dark Clown. These have like slight fades to them. Karibo. They're not like max fade or whatever they call it these days. Catapult Turtle. Guardian, Princess, and Shadow Ghoul and Jiraiguma. One of my favorite guys to just risk it all. Just pay half your life points. I love it. Okay. Pretty insane, guys. Pretty insane collection. Absolutely insane, actually. A lot of amazing cards. So I'm going to take some time, a lot of time, check out all this stuff. I'm gonna have to price it out. I'm gonna have to check out conditions, all the different stuff, but it sounds like it's gonna be a lot of fun. So thank you guys for watching. If you made it all the way through, you are a true fan and you like Yu-Gi-Oh cards and collections, because this was a very long one. Hopefully your popcorn was tasty, salty, buttery, however you like it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Check out Ruxin34.com and other videos as the outro rolls. Shout out to American Deutscher, Brandon Cheney, Adams, Ghost King TCG, Ronald Apple. Oh, and Archlord Christia First Edition! Ian Musa, Junior Barding, Robert F.
That is not possible! The first set of packs!
Changeling and Crypto Poppy Mike, thank you guys for supporting the channel. I'll see you guys next time.
The Blue Eyes White Dragon has been pulled! Let's go!